As we step into Lawnville Stadium in the Champions Trophy for Shamrock Rovers, this will be our first match of our career for Shamrock Rovers. Even though it's a friendly, we still want to set a good example, and we'll actually be playing another team within the Electricity League in Drogheda, and this will be the only Electricity team we'll be playing. Within this episode, we'll have all the games of the preseason, and then for next episode, we'll have our first game against St. Patrick's Athletic within the league. But again, for this first match, we just wanted to get started, hopefully have a good start. And I wanted to talk about also a little snippet into the players' mentality as well, because I am my player, so I wanted to give you a little insight into who we are and what our thoughts of what our career shall be. So I am a right-footed player on the left side, so my thought process was I wanted to be more of a Maldini type by the end of my career where I was two-footed, and even though I am 5'8", I still would like the ability to play say a central role, or even switching to the right back to be able to have the versatility to play anywhere in the back line and switching wherever need be for our team. But again, for this game, we played in a left wing back position, so a little bit further up the pitch, and we did pretty decently. As you see, we got an interception there in the beginning of the match. We've been going up and down the field and just getting used to our new teammates. I do know a couple of the Shamrock players and within the game, such as Brian, Manis, Finn, as such. So hopefully we'll get to know him a little bit more as we go through the game. And again, we're just blistering down the field, and a great save by Dogheda's goalkeeper. But again, we're just using our pace. Even though we have only about 76 pace, we're doing really well. Do a through ball right there, and then trying to get the underlap here, get the ball in our first shots, and it is blocked, not even able to get on target, but decent attempt. And because our pace is at least in the 70s, 75, 76-ish, we're able to get back pretty quickly too. And after this specific game, I'll show you more of our, I would say, our traits and where we're looking to go with our specific players build as well. So in this position, I was kind of without any options. There's only a couple in the box, so I'm just trying to get around, not able to. So just decided play it back, keep it simple, keep it simple and easy, moving the ball. And since there's not really anyone that does like a defender career mode, as I've talked about before, I wanted this series to be again something more where I show every touch in my game, every tackle, every pressure. As a couple of them you'll see where we just get tight to the man and we force him to get the ball back. Because that's a lot of what defending is. It's just standing them up, defending, not necessarily sliding tackles, but more just standing players up and getting in positions where you need to intercept the ball. So again, we did really well there. Because of where I am on the field, as we get a great interception there, and a shot, hopefully, yes, but it's off the crossbar, so a decent attempt. But again, because of where we're positioned on the field, we're able to do stuff like this, where we can kind of a little high, find a little space, get to the top of the box and take a shot. And I honestly think our goal for this season, after playing Drogheda, which is a team that we'll have to face against within the Electricity League, and we score a goal, our goal of this season is to score, I would at least like to get 6 goals and to get 10 assists. That'd be my goal. So like 16 goal contributions in total. I think that's very feasible with where we're positioned on the field. I actually get an assist within the Champions Trophy within this. So a decent run we'll have. But yeah, we get a goal there to start off, and then the goal just kind of bobbles and goes through our center back, and they ended up tying it 1-1. And defensively, we've done really well up to this point. Again, with our formation setup, it's more of a 5-back traditionally. So even though we do have those wing backs, a lot of teams do, it's more of a 5-back with us. That's why I've been trying to push up the field a little bit more so we get more numbers forward, because at the moment, a lot of our creativity is coming through me. And of course, that could be down to the AI being the way it is, not allowing you to do that. Get a good crossing ball there. But again, we're just using our pace to get down the wing, try to get a through ball here. And I thought about playing the striker there. I tried to, not able to, and then just take a shot. And not too bad. Again, we've been very positive this game. Another little one-touch pass there inside. And then we look to exploit the wing down here. Get down the ball. Taking the space in the 91st minute. Cutting inside. and decided to have a go. It's early season, preseason. Might as well try it. Do some workouts, and the game ends up tying 1-1. So a good attempt. And again, with these highlights, I'm going to show maybe 1 or 2 games as we get to see a little snippet of how well we did in that game. And then show you a little bit more into our build as well in between the games. And yeah, that's kind of the plan for now, and we'll go from there and see how it works. But anyways, that was the end for this game. As you can see, our overall stats was really good, and we got player of the match. So again, next part will be showing our build and what we ended up getting out of that game. So a little post-game summary we get here with our player growth, what we're at, as well as the points we get available, our match rating, which is plus 15, and then our personality, which I think for sure we're going to be looking for a heartbeat / virtuoso type of rating, because that's kind of where I think I fit the best towards. And the decisions and financing ones I've seen have been more towards those of what I would choose. But with that in mind, we got 2 out of the 3 necessary goals we have. I won't really specify those. I just think they're really cool and novel-like. But with this, we can talk more about our build and what the kind of core episodes will look like. So I think for sure we're going to have one game where it's every single touch, and we're going to show it, and then possibly every single episode will have at least 3 to 4 games, maybe even the entire month. That allows us to have the opportunity to make a video that's comprehensive and shows everything. So that's how the games are going to be set up for the beginning of the season at least. But our build, so I'm trying to look for, again, to be a 2-footed player. I don't think you can specifically try to look for that. I think at the moment we're pretty darn close with that necessary. We are going to pick Jace down as our perk. Excuse me. Because that is a lot more useful to us. And you saw it in the first game. This was what I did before that game happened. At the moment we're at 69 overall. I think if we keep going up by this, I think by the end of the season will be like a 74 possibly, if we keep working on our builds and doing the drills necessary. But again, our build will be I'm going to look to be like a pacing winger that gets down up the line, very defensively focused, but also one that can play a great cross. Right now, I think our defending stats are very decent, so I just want to work on our crossing and our finishing as well, because I do think we can get that 6-goal mark is my goal. 5 to 6 goals, 9 to 10 assists is my personal preference for this season. And again, we end up getting the team press. So this is all that we did in the preseason. This is all we got. So now we're going to talk about the last 2 games of the preseason. We had IK Sirius and then some Scandinavian type team. I don't quite know how to say their name, but they were the 3rd game of the season. So this game, again, just highlights the show, how it went. We did okay, not as well as the last game. We had a lot of missed opportunities, but we did better as a collective as a team, which is much more important. So again, we did really well in this game. And I will say, the 3rd game of the season, we actually get an injury, but it's not too bad. It was only a 5-day gap. Someone went in hard on us in a challenge. We kind of fell on our shoulder, and we ended up having a bruised shoulder, so not too bad. So here, we actually were able to get the foul, and I worried for a second we might get injured, because I've had that happen before in a career mode in the past, where I got injured very early on into the career mode, and kind of was a little bit setback and a little annoying because we missed a lot of key games. But that was just a very bad tackle, a yellow card, evidently nothing more. And here, a brilliant cross into the box, a good header, but we're not able to get our first assist from that. But again, we have a player through, and we're able to get it in, and end up being 2-0 Shamrock Rovers against IK Sirius. So a good result so far. And yeah, we're getting really good with the position we are. I think they did do a lot of more rotation this match, as we see IK Sirius through and the ball's through. So you saw how easy that was. I wanted to talk about a little bit more about that. So the marking and the defending in this game is atrocious. It's very bad. When I am playing my just manager career mode by myself in my creator club, I had to alter the sliders using a YouTuber named Spoony Pizza. his sliders. That's made it a lot more enjoyable. For that, I conceded so many goals, and I think that could be an issue with this, is just conceding stupid goals that just infuriate me as a defender. So I'm, after this, going to alter the sliders a little bit. So we're going to have 100 out of 100 marking for their sliders and our sliders, so that the game's a lot more realistic. But here, watch this dribbling. Good, in and out, and then back to the center mid to get the ball. Almost play him through, and almost an assist to the assist. So we've been doing really good. And then here, just getting really tight, and then tackle, poke the ball away. Simple tackle, good job. Gaffney and Gree were our scorers for this match. And then the third game will be just the highlight of me getting injured and then getting taken off the field. But I did forget to mention it. In the first game, I got player of the match. This game, I got player of the match as well. But it's really cool because when you get player of the match, in the little post-game scene, and this I love too, is the ability to see how many tackles, passes completed, minutes played, goals against. I love that, and the distance covered thing. That's really cool to see. But as you'll see right here, as we got player of the match again. Oh, excuse me. We are holding the man of the match trophy, so it's really cool. And maybe over the games, over the seasons, we get to kind of keep track of personally how many man of matches we have. But again, really well. We're very far into that starting 11, almost growth to level 4, and I think after this next game, even though we played only about 18 minutes, we do get that growth level 4. So I think we have a good shot to be a decent player, and I don't think we'll get to 90 overalls because we are only 22, or we are already 22 because I'm using my actual age on this. So I think it'll be difficult for us. But again, this is the challenge. It's not dirty because he got the ball, but he went through the legs to get to that ball, and they weren't having me getting subbed off. There's no point in wasting health on this game, so I subbed myself off, and we ended up finishing the game. I think they ended up tying that game, but it didn't matter because we didn't get a trophy for it. It was just 3 friendly matches. That was about it. So overall, decent preseason for us. Very good start for the season. And yeah, so next episode we'll have St. Patrick's Athletic, again with the same type of style, showing our growth as a player, and hopefully we'll be able to get through most of the first month and see how it goes. Again, look for these videos to be about once a week. Hopefully that's the minimum I like to do, because I am a full-time college student, so it's kind of difficult to get all this out at the same time. But besides that, hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. I'm going to be having a lot of fun with this career mode, and I will see you guys next time.